Shalom and welcome to another edition of our Daily Bread. I'm Messianic Torah, and this week's Parashat is the first Parashat of the book of Shemot, also called Exodus, and it's called Shemot, which means names. And this segment is called Living the Parashat. And basically what we do in these is it's just a quick 5-minute video that extracts different points in the Torah and shows us how we can convert that and what that might mean to our daily lives. So my first one here is talking about and they multiplied. And in this week's Parashat we get this concept of the new king being afraid of Israel because they're multiplying and they're exceedingly mighty. And so to me this automatically kind of takes us to this concept that if you, we don't think about it. I have 6 kids, and in modern society, most people have 1, max 2 kids, if not any kids. And what we see is a lot of people don't do that because they say, oh, they're too expensive, or they want to have their freedom and live the life that they want. And these are really kind of the thinking of Mitzrayim. This is this worry. I mean, clearly it's shown how the Hebrews and how Israel multiplied more. They just had more kids. And so even though our society looks down upon it, you say you have a bunch of kids and they're quickly like, that's, why'd you do that? Or, you know how that happens, right? Because they think, that's too many kids, and I had 2 and that's all I could handle. Well, this is a life that you're creating. I mean, this is one of the biggest blessings that you can have. You wouldn't be alive. The same people were like, kids, get your kids under control. You don't have too many kids. If their parents thought that way, maybe they wouldn't be born. They wouldn't exist. There's people who say, I don't want any kids, and I'm thinking, that's so sad. I mean, when you die, you're not leaving anything behind. You will be forgotten. Even your friends and family, the minute they die, 1 generation later, you're forgotten. You're a forgotten piece of history. Very few people are going to do anything or be memorable enough that they're going to keep going. I mean, there's people who were famous 10, 20 years ago that as a whole society is pretty much forgotten about. And then you see it and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that person, or I remember that actor or that singer or something like that. And these are people who millions of people knew who they were. And for the average person, they might know, less than 50 people that are really their close friends and family, maybe 100. So the point is that to me is sad. When everything you learned died with you. You're not passing that on to anybody. You're not refining that and making that an improvement. And so this just goes to how important children are, what a blessing they are. And don't neglect them and don't forget them, and don't be so caught up in hanging out with your adult friends that you forget to hang out with your kids, and that you forget to teach them the Torah. I don't know how many times I see the pastor and the preacher and their kids know the least about the Torah because they're so busy teaching everybody else that they don't spend any time with their own wife and kids. And I think that's a big mistake. So the key is that part of the strength of Israel and part of the identifier of Israel is that God bless, and one of the blessings that God gives to Israel is to have children. And so don't treat them like they're a burden or that, because every one of those is a precious life, and you don't know how that one child that you had or decided not to have, or I guess we got 3, that's enough, or whatever. You don't know that person could have changed the world and could have impacted millions of people and could have served God. We just don't know, so it's like, is their responsibility? Yes. Can it be difficult and all this night? Sure. But it's also a great blessing. So, anyway, that's my word. I hope you're encouraged by it. Don't forget to check out our other videos, Living the Parashat videos. Like it, subscribe, and share it, and check out our website, lovetorah.com. Until next time, I'm going to say shalom.